Am I lying if I say we're standing here with the most charming, most beautiful person at the KROQ Weenie Roasty Fiesta 2015?
In front of a tree.
In front of a tree. Florence from Florence and the Machine. Are we climbing? Are we picnicking? Why did you want to talk to us under a tree?
I thought the tree was nice. I thought
the tree was nice.
It was prettier than the inside of the trailer.
You're tired of being cooped up in the trailer. You just want to get outside,
a little
fresh
bit,
air,
yeah.
The whole deal. Well, how are you? First of all, I'm sure people always ask as soon as they see you, my God, you're standing. That's great news. How are you feeling? How's the recovery?
It's good. It's I've got a boot on at the moment, but yeah, I am standing, but I can't really stand or walk without it. That's the thing. So yeah, that's why I had to sit down.
Are you so over it?
I'm quite looking forward to being able to move again properly. Yeah.
You know, I felt that with all the coverage, and thank God you're okay, but all the coverage of what happened that first week at Coachella where you hurt the foot, I felt like what was lost was people talking about why it happened, because you were trying to get girls naked in the audience, right? Am I hearing that correctly? Like that was what was happening?
She yelled, "Take off your clothes," I think.
What's up with that? Please go back to that moment in very extreme detail.
Well, I think like there's a bit in Dog Days where we always encouraged everyone to like jump, and then we were coming back out, and we thought we can't just get people to jump, we got to get them to do like other stuff, and so getting people to embrace, and then I was like, well, get free, like everyone. It wasn't just girls. I told everyone to take their clothes off.
So you're trying to get them to embrace nudity.
And then they were taking their clothes off, and I was like, well, if they're doing it, I've got to do it. So I took my shirt off, and then I realized that the rest of the band still all had their clothes on. So I had to get down there with the people who were taking off their clothes.
Not
and
with the stuffy people.
I sort of like jumped a bit. I'd been jumping on and off stage the whole time, but I think I jumped quite hard, and I felt it as soon as I landed, and that was,
You knew that second that it was.
Yeah.
And you'll never play hockey again, right? I mean, I would imagine. I'm just guessing. So did everyone instantly like put their clothes back on, and now like totally it was a bummer then?
I just kept because I didn't know, we didn't know what had happened, so I just kept running. Like everyone was screaming, clothes were flying everywhere. I was running on a broken foot. I didn't even realize it. I was just like, didn't know like what to do, so I just kept running around the audience. Like I did like a full lap, and then crawled off the stage, and my security guard found me like behind a speaker, like kind of like, I think I've done something, like holding my shirt in one hand.
He's like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
So you literally crawled off the stage.
I jumped back onto the stage, and then I crawled off the wrong way, so he had to come and find me, and I was behind something a bit crumpled.
So now, has that been terribly impactful with being able to go out and promote this record and do the shows that you need to do? I mean, has it been, or has it been manageable?
It's been. Do you know what's been interesting is that it's actually forced me to like perform the songs in a way that perhaps I wouldn't have thought to do, and it's actually been really nice because we've been doing these small shows, and I guess we would have done them full throttle like the Coachella performance, but because I'm sitting down, it's kind of this intimacy that actually we perhaps wouldn't have got to without being incapacitated.
And you have such a tiny, shy voice, so that's good.
That's what Florence is known for. This intimate show that you're doing, and this more intimate record that's coming out the first week of June. So big, so blue, so beautiful, right?
How big, how blue, how beautiful.
I was so close.
Yeah.
Close. I'm not a professional. I have heard that it's kind of confessional for you, maybe more so than the first two records. And I wanted to talk about how difficult that is, because we always hear from people, whether they're trying to do confessional stand-up comedy or confessing to their therapist or whatever it is, it's really hard to start down that road and be honest and put stuff out there that you have to sometimes admit to yourself. Did you find that to be the case?
I think it was funny because actually when you're making a record, I think you don't really think that much about other people hearing it. It's almost like the songs are for your own, like you need to make them because there's stuff going on in your head that you just have to get out, and it's like they sort of protect you, and you just make them, and you don't imagine anyone else would ever listen to them, and then eventually you got to hand it over, and you go, but what? No, like I feel better now. Like, do I have to let people listen to this?
I'd like to record other songs for people to hear.
No, honestly, I was like, I'm in a much better place. Like,
things aren't so bad, everybody.
Yeah.
But you never felt like you had to hold back then. You were really able to just let it flow. That's beautiful.
Well, you don't like. I think when you're writing songs, kind of when you're trying to understand yourself in that way, like it's kind of like you have to just, it's like you can't really think about what you're saying. It just kind of comes out, I guess. I wasn't really thinking about it.
Sounds like therapy.
It does, doesn't it?
It is like that, yeah.
Do you feel like you're grown up yet?
Oh,
She just broke her foot jumping off the
yeah,
stage.
with,
While
with
taking
my
off her
shirt in my hand. I don't
All right, I withdraw the question. Maybe not. What else did I want to ask you? Oh, I asked on Twitter earlier if anyone has a question for Florence, weigh in, and I got one from somebody I thought it was interesting. Kanye West, we all know, is a huge fan of yours. He was at your Unplugged show. He wanted to know if you guys keep in touch, and Kanye has been so collaborative lately. Is it something you guys have ever talked about doing?
I mean, I think I'm such a big fan. He's so amazing. He actually came to the second Coachella show, which was so nice because he was like, I mean, I was on a stool, like he was dancing to Dog Days, like jumping up and down, which was really
Wow,
amazing.
he's a real fan. He's following you around.
He's an amazing guy. I mean, I'd love to work with him at some point. So.
How about The Weeknd? That was the other question.
Yeah, we did a tour with The Weeknd.
Right.
He's wonderful. I mean, me and Abel actually worked on a song together a while ago, I think. But I think
I like that you're not sure.
Well, we did. We worked on a song together a while ago, but I don't know. We'd have to keep. I don't know where that one went, but we were going to work together at some point.
Is that one of the fun things about being well known now? Is that you get to meet these other musical people that
yeah,
I assume you're a fan of as
nice.
well.
Like this is kind of our first sort of festival, really, where you get to see other bands walking around, and it's so nice. Like the Cold War Kids were here, and you know, one of the first songs that we ever recorded was a cover of Hospital Beds in like Iz's tiny studio, and Chris played a drum, and we had no instruments, and so kind of to be, you know, it's always nice when you start touring festivals again because you see all the other bands and you all become friends, and it's, yeah.
Do you know Muse?
I've met them a few times, yeah.
Well, we're so excited to have them tonight, obviously. We're so excited to have you. It's just so great to see you again, and we're really excited about the record coming out.
Thank you.
Are we all going to climb this tree now? Is that how this ends?
I hope not.
Somebody's getting on somebody's shoulders and swinging from a tree? All right, promise you won't hurt yourself. All right?
I will try. I'm gonna.
We love you, and
be
you're
back
always
in
welcome on
TV.
KROQ. Thank you so much for the time, okay?
Thanks.
Okay.